What's going on, Atlanta Falcons fan, man? Y'all know who it is, your boy Antoine Smitty Smith. Stopping in right quick to give my quick thoughts on something I saw on CBS Sports. Heavy on Falcons, shout out to Heavy on Falcons. Y'all can go read the articles. Just Google them and it'll come up. They put out daily articles on, topic that they've seen and heard around the NFL about the Atlanta Falcons. But Ryan Wilson, NFL analyst for CBS Sports, he gave his thoughts on the Falcons draft grade. Now, he gave them an A minus, but one pick he didn't agree with fully, and I get it. A lot of us wanted this guy here, but Ryan Wilson, he exactly said what a lot of us was thinking. Either we want to admit it or not, because a lot of us like Zachariah Branch as a third round pick. Some of us wanted Lee Hunter, and look, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, we needed both positions, but we needed a skill guy, vertical guy. That's why we drafted Zachariah Branch. But this is what he had to say about pick number 79 for the Atlanta Falcons. There's no denying that Zachariah Branch has game-changing talent. Wilson wrote, my issue that he's only 5'8". Didn't run a lot of routes at Georgia, and that's because of Mike Bobo's scheme and the way he's game plan for things. It was a run-first offense. So I don't think Zachariah had a chance in hell to change that. But if you looked at the games, when he did go vertical down the field, he was finding holes in the defense, and he was making game-changing plays. And that's why he's a game-changing talent. He said he's a body catcher, which, yeah, that's true. Got to learn to use his hand just a little bit more, which effectively makes his already small catch radius even smaller. And that's true. When you're a body catcher, the ball has to come all the way in. But happy that they got a new wide receivers coach after, what's his name, TJ Yates. I don't know why the hell they did that. But them having a new wide receiver coach that has played the position and coached the position for a very long time will help Zachariah Branch with that. And I hate that, y'all always talk about 5'8", size and height and all of that. Tyreek Hill is only an inch and a half taller than Zachariah Branch, and he's probably going to be a Hall of Fame player. He has game-changing. Tyreek Hill has 4.2 speed. Zachariah Branch has 4.3 speed. Let's finish this off, man. Get him the ball, let him do the rest, and that's what we expect him to do. And then the offense with Penny Jr. or Tagovailoa on the center, Branch makes a lot of sense. Point blank, period. He made too much sense. That's why they drafted him. Think about it. Think about this. Outside of Julio Jones, Roddy White, before those guys, Michael Vick never had high caliber weapons like a Julio Jones or a Roddy White. That was a luxury for Matt Ryan. Yeah, Mike Vick was de facto more of a run-first team because of Dan Reeves and the way he coached the game and what he believed in as far as running the football. Now, you have a strong-arm quarterback in Penix, and you have an accurate quarterback in Tua Tagovailoa, who likes the 3 to 5 step drops to get the ball out quick. That's what he did at Alabama. That's what he's done. That's what he did in Miami. And he had a track team in Miami. So you got to go and get that type player for Tua Tagovailoa. If you don't, he's not going to be effective. Let's just keep it real. Yeah, he's accurate. Yes, he can throw, but he needs a run after the catch guy. And Matt Ryan alluded to it, in a previous interview. And I told y'all in the previous video as well. What the Falcons are trying to do, they're trying to emulate success from two of their best teams in the franchise's history in 2012, 2016, where you talk about, get the ball out quick, 3 to 5 step drop, quick slants, all that good stuff, and you got to have speed to do that. And you lost Darnell Mooney because you cut him because he just wasn't cutting it anymore. But you bring in Jahan Dotson, speed. Olamide Zaccheaus, speed. Zachariah Branch, speed. And in 2016, nearly winning that Super Bowl, Taylor Gabriel was a key part of that team. When you talk about screens, you talk about vertical threat, you even talk about special teams. Zachariah Branch gives you that. So what the Falcons are trying to do on offense, Zachariah fits right into that scheme. And it relieves some of the stress off Drake, relieves some of the stress off Kyle Pitts, And I think with those other two receivers and Jahan Dotson and Olamide Zacchaeus, this offense is coming together just like the Falcons want. The only thing that we're waiting to see can Kevin Stefanski give us and Tommy Reese, Alex Van Pelt, can they give us the offense that we know that we can have with these type players? That's all we got to wait and see. And if that happens, it's a plus. It's a no-brainer. Falcons will have one of the best offenses in that field. This is why they took Zachariah Branch. That's why they took him. They needed a vertical threat. They needed a guy run after the catch, short yardage, short area quickness, screens. He's your guy. And if y'all go back to his tape at USC when Caleb Williams was there, he was damn sure a vertical threat. It's just the type of offense that Mike Bobo ran at Georgia that make him seem less of what was needed in the NFL. But if you just go back to USC with Caleb Williams, you'll see exactly what you need to see about him being a vertical threat, run after the catch guy. And look at his special teams tape returns. I can see him as a punt returner as well. So it's always reasons why we go out and get these guys. Ryan Wilson gave the Falcons an A minus, and he was surprised by Zachariah Branch, but I wasn't, because he's exactly what the Falcons need to take this offense to the next level. And special teams, because Falcons had one of the worst special teams in the league last year. Those are my quick thoughts, man. Let me know what y'all think. Drop those comments. Let's debate. Let's have fun as always, man. Y'all know how we doing on the Sports Machine. This your boy, Antoine Smith signing off. I will holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.